Hey Libra, how are you doing? Let's see what you need to know right now. What is coming towards Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Whenever you come across this, there's a message here for you. Okay. What's going on with Libra? We got the Judge coming out. Some of you are dealing with legal matters, or maybe you're being summoned to jury duty. Comment down below if that's you. But let's see what's at the bottom, the threshold. All right, so there's like this judgment call, or there's this final verdict, or there seems to be some sort of push through, breakthrough, reaching some sort of resolution or confirmation. This feels like a permanent decision. There's something about this energy that you're embodying right now, or that you're stepping into, Libra, that feels significant and pretty life-changing. The Judge. This is bringing up a situation where you're looking at the black and white. And you could be very logical when it comes to decisions that you're making, or how you interact with other people, assumptions that you're making about yourself, about others, about your reality, about something that you're doing. Pay attention to your judgments. How are you judging yourself, and how are you judging other people? What's being mirrored back to you in your reality? The Judge with the threshold. You might change your mind on something. Actually, we have the shapeshifter and then the kiss. You might be changing your mind on something that you were very certain about, or you had this deep ingrained belief or assumption, and it's kind of seeming to look like your judgment or your perspective or your stance on something is changing. Maybe you've been proven wrong, or something is proving you wrong, or what you initially thought, it wasn't the truth after all. Well, let's see what the tarot is saying about all this. You may be feeling judged by others, or there's a fear of judgment. There's the fear of how you'll be perceived. Literally judgment at the bottom. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this up at all. Okay, let me take a peek. Judgment with the moon. Yeah, there's like a level of uncertainty of like, how am I going to be perceived? Or is the universe testing me right now? Wheel of Fortune. Judgment, the moon, and Wheel of Fortune. Just taking a little peek at the bottom before we start shuffling. This does feel like there's a lot of change going on, especially behind the scenes, but I feel that you're going through a lot of energetic upgrades and internal shifts in regards to your awareness, in regards to your perception, how you view yourself, your identity, and how you show up in the world. And it's showing here there's like a significant transition, and you may be in no man's land. It feels like you're in between two different states, almost like theta state. Is that the right theta state? You know, when you're just about to sleep, but it's like the state between being awake and being asleep. Yeah, theta state, something like that. Okay, so let's get shuffling. Show me clearly what's going on with Libra. 6 of Coins. Y'all, like, you know how I said, what if you're being summoned to jury duty? Like, look at the letter in this card. Like, you're getting a letter in the mail, an invitation, an offering. You know what? This morning I got an email from Adobe being like, Mr. Beast. I'm like, ain't no way. This is a scam. I think it actually was from Adobe, but I'm like, I'm not interested. Mr. Beast. Y'all. No, I'm good. Anyways. 6 of Coins and the 2 of Cups. The Moon. What's going on for Libra? Knave of Wands. That fell out right between the Moon and the 2 of Cups. So you got your eyes on something or someone. Someone's checking you out. Queen of Coins. We have the 4 of Wands. Judgment again. And and the King of Wands at the bottom, also a King of Coins, and the Fool, Aries energy. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign. We also have Pisces over here. Let's just stop with that for now. Okay, so Six of Pentacles is an exchange of energy. It's reciprocal, there's balance, there seems to be an ease, pretty seamless. It's pretty comfortable. Like, this seems as if something you're investing your time and energy is returning to. This most likely has to do with you and another, though, because the next card is a Two of Cups. And even in the Six of Pentacles, we see that there's this exchange of information. We see like there's the give and there's the receive. So are you the receiver or are you the giver? Right? And it's interesting because even the Judge, we see the hands, right? So you're picking up on people's energies. There's these interactions that you're having. You're having to be the judge. You're having to take a hint, or this Knave of Wands and the Moon. You're like reading between the lines. And again, even the Knave of Wands, he's got this letter on his hand. So there does seem to be some sort of like invitation, a message, a news that comes in. Like, we getting this coming through multiple times. There's some sort of invitation. Will you accept? So you're reading between the lines. You're trying to foresee, like, what does this person want from me? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? Are we on the same wavelength? What's going on internally? You're really tapping into your intuition here. Intuition on point. You're wanting to see something show up in the physical world, or you're wanting like physical proof. With the Queen of Pentacles, right? That represents our tangible world. It can even represent like money. It can represent our investments. Queen of Pentacles represents someone who's very nurturing and stable and reliable, and she's very caring, and she brings life, right? She brings life. She's a sustainer. She's able to cultivate and keep it consistent. So this Knave of Wands, the way he's looking over at this Queen of Pentacles, there's a little bit of this cloudedness. There's a little bit of this uncertainty, a bit of a shadow element. And be like, okay, is this real? Is this solid? Is this actually happening? Is this something I'm just making up in my mind? Am I just being delulu? But again, we go back to the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. It's like there's this exchange. It's mutual. You both are on the same page. You both want the same things. But it's like you're judging this connection very harshly, or through a certain lens that's making you question, or making you wonder, making you kind of, you know, have some... What was at the bottom of this Oracle deck? The Threshold, and then the Shapeshifter. And the Kiss. Again, this could be about like a romantic connection. There may be intimacy involved. There may be some sort of like meshing or merging or coming together. Eclipsis, the Healer. There's like this, okay, I'm hearing like defense mechanism. Apocalypses can bring in distortions, deception, not seeing reality, not seeing things for what it actually is. Our own projections are getting in the way. Our own assumptions, our own judgments are getting in the way. And then the Healer is underneath that, which tells me that there's what did I say when this first came out? What did I just say? I forgot. It slipped my brain. But there's like a well, now I'm hearing like different things, like purification process, a shattering of the illusion. I'm seeing in my mind's eye like a mirror being shattered, but it's like, you know, those mirrors in a fun house, and they're all like distorted and bent. Some are make you look big, some make you look small, some fuck your face up, like, you know, like it's kind of like a distorted mirror that's cracking. It's like an illusion that's cracking, or an assumption that's not actually reality is collapsing. Fucking some crazy shit. So anyways, Knave of Wands, he's someone who's very outgoing, he's charismatic, he's confident, he doesn't really overthink, he just falls to the walls. When he wants to do something, he goes for it, he doesn't second guess himself. And this could very well represent you deciding to pick up the phone and call somebody, or to initiate a get-together, or like, you know, a date, or just some sort of inspired action. Not really thinking about it, just doing what comes natural to you. following your instincts, right? Because the next card is the moon. There's just this inner knowing. You may not, what comes out of this, where is this leading you? Who fucking knows? But just you have this urge and you're listening to it. And you're like, all right, I'm heading out into the unknown. Feels like this is a little bit dark, the lighting when I hold the card. Anyways, I'm not going to get caught up in that. It doesn't fucking matter. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So it's telling me the actions that you're taking, you might not see it right away, or you might not see it at this exact moment, but it is bringing in something tangible or long lasting or something sustainable, something that's actually going to develop or grow, or there's some level of permanence. And I was getting that even with the Judge. I was getting like a bit of a permanent, solidifying energy, something becoming concrete. Like if this is about like a relationship and your guys are getting married, now it's like it's solidified legally. Your name's intertwined. Yeah, okay, you could argue and be like, oh, it's a piece of paper, but like, it's a lot more than that. It's a lot more meaning than that. So that's just an example. At the bottom, we had the Four of Wands. This is definitely a card bringing in that stability, that foundation, and that structure. But this is also bringing in fun. It's bringing in more play, bringing in some spontaneity, some excitement. Maybe there's a celebration or a party or an event that you're attending to. Then you might be throwing or hosting. This is with Judgment. So what I'm getting with this is, there could be reunions, maybe some reconciliations, or some familiar people, some familiar places. I'm also getting a message about who you're surrounding yourself with. Certain relationships or friendships that, I don't know, this feels more like highlighting who's meant for you. Not really about who isn't meant for you. This feels more like showing you who is actually solid, ride or die, who is by your side, who is here for the long term. Because the next cards is the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. And these kings are representing people who are very compatible. They both have strengths that they can lean on and teach each other. They are from different elements. They have their differences, but they are of the same quality, the same strength, the same motivation, if this is representing you, this is your divine masculine energy that's coming out. So Judgment with the King of Wands. We're seeing progress from a knave, which is a page. We're seeing progress from this young man to this grown man, full adult. So it's showing like you've passed a level, you've passed the test, you've passed this stage. You're moving up to the next level. Actually, you're moving up from a knave to a queen to a king. You're actually like transcending. You are making moves, power moves. So Judgment and the King of Wands. Some of you are picking back up a project or like something you put on the back burner. You're reviving it. You're giving it another chance, but it's like new and improved, okay? This might be you reviving something from like your childhood or like when you were a teenager, like a young adult. There may be this energy of you reconnecting with a younger version of yourself. Now that you're older, now that you've had more experience, now that you've gained more knowledge, more information, more skill, this is a chance for you to revive this old story or this old idea, but with a twist, is what I'm getting from that. King of Coins. King of Coins, he's sturdy. He's a provider. He's reliable. He's solid. He is confident in himself. He is abundant. He never lacks. He always has enough. This is representing somebody who is able to lead, both the King of Fire, King of Wands, and the King of Earth. Leader. You're meant to lead, or you're meant to have a significant impact in this world in some way, shape, or form. Like you are somebody who has an influential presence, and people respect you, and people admire you, and people want to work alongside with you. They see your skills, they see your strengths, they see your quality of who you are as a person, who you are as a soul, and that you're not, like, your intentions are pure. Your intentions, you mean well. So you're highly valuable, you're highly respected, you have a lot of assets, even like financial assets and like a lot of physical skills, a lot of you just got a lot to offer, okay? And if this is representing you and someone else, well, everything I just said, right? Whoever you're connecting with, they got a lot to offer. You got a lot to offer. You both have a lot to offer, a lot to exchange and build and grow and be like this amazing duality, this partnership. This could be representing business partnership as well. And we were even seeing a little bit of romance, right? Two cups can bring in some romance, bromance for some. It don't matter, right? Love is love. But yeah, I mean, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Let me take a sip of my coffee. So let's clarify some of this. Six of coins here. Why is the Six of Coins here for Libra? It's just like there's this trade. Maybe you or someone in the trades, you and a buddy might be exchanging, okay, I'll do this for you if you do that for me. And it's a fair swap, like it's a fair exchange of energy, of skills. Four of Wands, which we just had that with the Six of Pentacles, double confirmation. So literally double confirmation. 10 of Wands at the bottom. Fair exchange, fair trade, okay? And I'm hearing stuff about stock market. I don't know jack shit about that, so don't come to me for the advice on that or reading on that. I don't do that shit. But we see how in this Four of Wands, it's kind of like it keeps on going down and down and down. Like there's so many levels, there's so many layers to this. There's so much that can grow, so many plans. Look at all these papers, right? All these visions, all these blueprints, and it just is stacking on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. So it just feels like it's just continuous. It just keeps on flowing. There's this endless flow. There's this endless abundance. There's this windfall of exchange of energy. It just constantly being fed. There's something that continues to be fed no matter what. There's always enough. Always enough, always enough. It's infinite. Whatever this is, it ain't going anywhere. 10 of Wands, King of Swords, and the Four of Swords. How can you make it a little bit easier, bring in more success? Six of Wands, and then the Hangman, by surrender, by letting things flow, by trusting yourself, by trusting others, by trusting the process. King of Pentacles. Holding it down when times get a little crazy, a little chaotic, a little intense, right? When we're witnessing other people struggling, having to be the anchor and lead by example, not getting persuaded to join this chaotic drama or this clown show, right? We're not going to get sucked into that just because we're seeing someone else spiral and ruin their lives. Let's not be part of that. Let's not let their energy influence us. We got to stay grounded. So Six of Wands and the Hangman, this is where we need to surrender to how others are perceiving us, how we're being judged. And we did talk about that a little bit a while ago when the judge came out. It's not up to us. It's none of our business anyways, how others perceive us. We're not everybody's cup of tea. That's okay. You're not meant for everybody. Not everybody's meant for you. That's okay. So surrender to the need to be perfect. And you are, right? Four of Swords, you're chilling, you're at peace. You're like, I'm getting like an energy of humbleness. Like you humble, but you know that you're the shit. King of Swords, Four of Swords. You see things clearly. You trust yourself. You know, you're cutting out distractions. And going back to the King of Swords and the 10 of Wands, this represents you being able to resolve issues, problems easily. Problem solve easily, effortlessly, seamlessly, and with others. So you might be the kind of person people come to when they need some advice or they need support or just like an outside perspective. You seem to be someone who's reliable and trustworthy. Why is the Two of Cups here? The Star and the Page of Cups. So if you've been wishing to talk to someone, if you've been wishing to get closer. This is your chance. You might be dealing with an Aquarius or a water sign, but there is this conversation where you both are able to be at one with yourselves and with each other, and just like being open and vulnerable, even bringing in the feels, right? Showing a different side of yourself than what people are used to. This is a different aspect of yourself that not many people get to witness, but this person does, and you get to witness a version of them that most people don't see. It's very truthful, it's very authentic, it's very inspiring. It feels good. This is something that you've been desiring. This is something that you've wished for. And your wish is coming true. Your wish is coming true. Spinning the deck, we have the Seven of Swords and the Lovers. So someone's mask is coming off. Someone's taking off their mask and showing you their true face. Knave of Wands. Why is the Knave of Wands here for Libra? We got double confirmation with the moon, double confirmation right here, and the Nine of Pentacles. Well, this is just kind of screaming like, know thyself. Like, this is really about you. Nine of Pentacles is all about you. You, your health, your wellness, your confidence, really being self-sustainable, independent, and continuing to build your self-worth and your money and just your foundation, right? And when this is bringing in the moon, now this is bringing attention to our subconscious, to our mental and emotional programming, and how we react to situations external from us, and even things that we're processing internally. So this does feel like a liberating energy of, you know, not being afraid of the dark, or not being afraid of your own shadow or your own flaws or insecurities. So that's what I'm getting from that. And the Emperor, which is having that level of confidence in your abilities and your skills and showing up consistently, and just knowing what you're capable of achieving, right? Because we have this, we're clarifying the Knave of Wands, Page of Wands. So this is someone who's still very much in the early stages, and they got a ways to go, right? They got some ways to go, but we saw your transition from a knave to a king. Like we said, you're transcending, and that's true. So you know what you're capable of. You know what you know what you can accomplish. You know, you just know. And you know what needs to be done, or you know what to do, or like the next step, or again, just taking that inspired action, just whatever that feels natural, that's the right step to take. Taking a look into the moon here. Why is the moon here for Libra? So Two of Swords, and this fell out on the Two of Cups, and what was that? The Knave of Wands. Temperance. Okay. So choices and decisions, but Temperance is saying not to rush into it. Knight of, then what are you doing? Knight of Swords at the bottom, rushing into it. Okay, well, if it feels right in the moment, then you got to trust that. You got to listen to the instinct. But Knight of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so literally what I said. If it feels right in the moment, then you have to listen to that instinct, right? If this is something that aligns with your vision, this is something that is saying, ding, 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 yep, this is it. This is the one. This is it. This is exactly what I was praying for. This is my chance. Green light. Then fuck yeah, let's go. Baby, let's go. Let's make it happen. And sometimes, opportunities that come up, it's kind of like the moment you decide, the moment you make up your mind, the moment you select, and you're saying, yep, that's it. That's what I want. This is what I'm going to experience. This is who I am. This is what I demand. This is it. The moment you decide, and then you're like, all right, I made my decision. I'm cool with it. I'm chill with it. I surrender. I let the universe do its thing. I made my selection. Now I just got to let it come towards me, and I don't need to waver or worry about how or when or what if. Boom, it comes towards you instantly, or like pretty fucking fast. The moment you decide, the moment you're like, all right, cool. That's it. I'm chilling. I'm just doing me. In the meantime, I'm continuing to focus on me, my well-being, my health, my money, my foundation, my self-worth, my concept of self. Boom, comes right towards you. You're just a magnet attracting this fortune, this blessing, these relationships, these opportunities, this financial gain, like whatever the heck you're after. It's after you. It's now pursuing you. It's now chasing you. It's obsessed with you. Queen of Coins. Why is the Queen of Coins here? We got Two of Wands. So we got good old choice, crossroads, decisions, possibility, lovers, more of that crossroads, choices, commitments, decisions, and having options. And then the Ace of Swords, which is I know exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I want. I see clearly. It's such a clear path. It's so obvious which way to go, or which option to select, or which person I want to commit to, or, you know, like it's become crystal clear. It's become crystal clear. And again, you might have some conversations in the near future. If this is with you and a partner, you and potential love interest or business partnership, there will be discussions, and it's just going to further confirm for you this choice, this decision. And it looks like you're pretty certain about it too. Again, Ace of Swords to then a Seven of Wands at the bottom, which is like, yep, this is it. This is fact. This is it. I made up my mind. This is exactly what I'm looking for. It's right up my alley. I'm not going to waver. I'm not going to switch. This is it. Here to last. Long lasting. Okay. King of Wands, King of Coins, Judgment, Four of Wands. Let's take a look into Judgment. Why is Judgment here for Libra? Four of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Hierophant at the bottom. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there, right? Four of Cups. We are in this mindset of lack, and we're not super enthusiastic. We're not super pleased with where things are going. We're either stuck in the past of what it used to be, or we're thinking a lot about the future and we're feeling like it's far and distant and just going to take forever to manifest or show up. This is where we're feeling not really fulfilled. So that's why when we're clarifying Judgment, it's like, yo, the lens you're looking through, the perception that you have, the story you're telling yourself, the things that you're continuing to focus your attention towards, this is what you are going to continue to keep experiencing. So you got to use your discernment here. And you are also having these little things come up about your past, about your upbringing, about what happened a week ago, what happened 6 months ago, whatever. That it's reviving old stories and old experiences to see, can you get pulled back into the old way? Are you that easily susceptible to old, outdated energies, cycles, habits, patterns? Are you really gonna fall back into it, or have you truly evolved? Ace of Pentacles. You have money coming in or a new job that you're starting. I'm seeing here that there's like your wealth is increasing daily. Each and every day, you are becoming more and more wealthy mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually. Like you're truly transcending. And you're like, but Jade, I don't see it. Where is it? You're focusing on the lack. When you're focusing on the lack, you're going to get more of that, babe. Because look at this Ace of Pentacles is expanding. It's expanding. It's quadrupling. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So again, what are you focusing on? What are you focusing on? Switch your focus, my friend. Hierophant, this is all the lessons, all the tests, all the preparation to get you here and to continue to lead you towards the best things. Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. This is that energy we were saying earlier about you being persistent and consistently showing up with a good attitude, with a good approach, with that confidence in yourself and your abilities, knowing that you're capable and that you're going to achieve and succeed and thrive and flourish and do amazing in this direction, in this path, in this experience, in this relationship, in this job, like whatever the heck this is about. So, but you be the judge, because you could say, oh, I'm failing, this isn't good enough. That's that four of Cups energy, and that's that lack mentality, and that's, oh, I'm never going to be happy. You be the judge, right? You be the judge. Black or white. It's good or bad. It's neither. It is. You be the judge. You are the judge. And you can change your judgment at any time. So, what are you going to judge? You're going to look at this pentacle and be like, oh, it's not enough. I need more. Or you look at me like, wow, I'm so glad. I'm so grateful. And when you have that gratitude, more is attracted to you. When you're focusing on, oh, it's not enough, I need more, you're literally saying to yourself and to the universe, I don't have it. And then that just continues to show up. So that is the vibe. That is the vibe for you, Libra. And that's why I'm really reading. I hope you found this helpful and insightful. Let me know in the comments below how it resonates. Private readings are available in the description box. You can find me over on my Instagram and TikTok at JadeStoneTarot. And you have a lovely day. I'll see you later. Bye.